Hi, friends. Yesterday, we read from Jeremiah's letter to the exiles in Babylon, which contains this popular verse. "For surely I know the plans I have for you, says the Lord, plans for your welfare and not for harm, to give you a future with hope." That's Jeremiah 29:11. Just a few verses before that, in verse 7, Jeremiah counsels the exiles. "But seek the welfare of the city where I have sent you into exile, and pray to the Lord on its behalf, for in its welfare you will find your welfare." This is an important insight into living into a future with hope. Our hope, peace, and well-being are tied to the greater hope, peace, and well-being of the community, even if we are at odds with that community. Whereas the natural inclination of the exiles would have been to pray for the peace of Jerusalem back home, Jeremiah encourages them to pray for the peace of Babylon. As we pursue a hopeful future, we need to recognize that our personal good is interwoven with the good of the whole. And that will mean making some personal sacrifices for the good of others. It will mean laying aside political persuasions and taking up human compassion. It will mean exchanging critical judgment for generous kindness. When we seek the welfare of all, we find our own. Another related and important point is that as we pursue a hopeful future, we have to keep living in the present. Jeremiah writes to the exiles, "Build houses, plant gardens, be fruitful." In other words, continue living. Continue to recognize God's providence. Continue to be thankful for blessings. Continue to nurture relationships. Continue. Even though you may be in a place that feels foreign, even though you may be in a place where you don't want to be, life goes on and life is still good. God has plans for us right where we are, even in Babylon. I want to encourage you with the truth that God has plans for you right where you are. Whether you're in kindergarten or college, employed or unemployed, retired or just plain tired, God has plans for you. Too often, we miss blessings and opportunities in the present because we're always looking for greener grass on the other side. Things will be better when school is out, or when I graduate, or when I'm in a better job, or when I'm out of debt, or when inflation recedes, and on and on. What we fail to realize is that there's green grass already where we are standing. We just hadn't noticed it. Think about it. What makes grass green? Fertilizer. What makes the best fertilizer? Manure. And so when stuff happens in your life, there's bound to be green grass where you are. The point is that God sends blessings and opportunities where we are right now, even if we are in Babylon. God has a plan for you, even if you don't understand what's going on at the moment, even if you can't see light at the end of the tunnel, even if you've stepped in manure and are looking for some green grass, even if things aren't turning out the way you wanted or expected. God has a plan. And we'll think more about what exactly that means tomorrow. Thanks for taking the time to listen today. I'll see you soon.